So in the last video, I showed you how to set up a login system inside of Unity using KeyAuth. However, when you registered, your users were required to enter a license. In this video, I will be showing you how to set up the register section where it only requires a username and password. However, in order for this to work, you must have the seller subscription from KeyAuth. It is $19.99 a year. If you don't have it, I highly suggest you get it because it will also be useful for future tutorials related to KeyAuth and Unity. So jumping right into it, the first thing that we're going to do is head over to github.com, and we're going to download the keybind.cs file. The link will be down in the description, but it's basically just the same link that you went to yesterday to download the scripts. So once you have that, you can head over to Unity and just drag it inside of your scripts section. And then you're going to drag the script onside of the empty game object called keybind. And now we're going to just drag everything in. So the login camera, the register camera, as well as the user information camera, and then the login section panel, the register section panel, and then the user information panel. And then we're about to create the register node cam and then the other panel right now. So all you have to do for that is come over to the register panel and copy and paste it. Go Control C, Control V, and just go ahead and move it over here. And then inside the camera, click on the register camera, Control C, Control V, and just move it over here as well. So now if you go back to your keybinds, we can actually rename this register no key camera, and then register no key panel. Okay, so if we go back to our keybinds now, we can drag in the register no key camera and then the panel. Nice and simple. So now that you have that set up, we're going to open up the panel, go inside of it, and we're going to remove the license box. And then we can open up the func class. And inside of the func class, all that you are going to do is come down here. You can do it anywhere you want. I'm going to do it underneath the application exit. I'm just going to do public void no key register. And inside here, I'm going to do KeyAuth app dot webhook and then quotes, comma, quotes, and then I'm going to do status label. Well, actually, we need to create it first. So if you go up to the top, you can do it wherever you want. I'm just going to do it underneath status. I'm going to create another header, and I'm just going to do register no key. And then I'm going to make a label. So public text mesh pro GUI, and this will be the status label, and then 2 input fields for the username and password. So input field, username box, and then public input field password box. So now if you go back down to the no key register, we can do status label dot text is equal to KeyAuth app dot response dot message. Now inside here is why you need your seller key. So if you go over to docs.keyoff.cc, the link will be down in the description. And come down here underneath seller, click on users. And then we're actually going to open up a notepad. And then we'll just go ahead and copy this link address, put it right in here. So if you copy from the start all the way up to here, right after seller key here, just copy that and then you can remove it. Go back to the KeyAuth website, click on webhooks, click on create webhook, and then we're just going to paste in what we put here. And then make sure that we uncheck this. Just go ahead and click on add. And then you want to come down here to seller settings and just copy this. Go back to webhook, actions, and then edit. And then on the seller key here, just paste that. So it should be question mark seller key equals and then your seller key. And now you can just go ahead and press save. So now if you go back into your code, or actually go back to the site, this ID right here, just copy that. And now go back to your code and paste that ID in there. And then you can go back to your notepad and copy this. And then we're just going to paste that inside of here. Now we just need to make a few changes. Right here where it says username here, we're just going to remove that, put one quote, space plus, and then we're going to do username box.text and then plus, and then one quote, and then where it says password here, we're just going to remove that. After the quote, do a plus, and then password box.text. So it's basically completing the URL, and this is getting the information from the username and then the information from the password box. And that's basically all that you have to do for the code. So if you go back into Unity and you go into your register no key panel and you click on the register button, scroll down to the on click. You should already have this in here. If you do not have it, just go to the KeyAuth objects and just drag this into here and then click on here, come down to func, and then we're just going to click on no key register. It was pretty simple. And then click on func, and then we're just going to insert the status label, the username box, and then the password box. And I believe that is all that we have to do. Let me just see. Go ahead and press play. And then it is number 5. So if you press 5, it will go here. And then just to show you really quick, I currently don't have any users inside. So if I go back to Unity and I'll just do test and then test. And then if I click on register, webhook request successful. So if I just stop it and then go back and I can refresh this page. Here you go, you see test, and that's all that you need to do. So now if you were to go back and press play and went into the actual thing, you could come over here and you could put test in, test, and I actually forgot if it was lowercase or uppercase, so okay, yeah. So there you go, that's pretty much all. Again, if you have any issues or have any questions about it, just comment down below, and I will try and get to you when I can. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.